Hi, my name's Issa, and this is my colleague Eamon. And this is the evaluation for our film Requiem. First of all, our film revolved around the idea of suicide and depression. Our main character goes through a period of misery, and he's been diagnosed with a terminal illness, and he goes through this period of kind of contemplating the idea of suicide with the inevitable death that he will face. And so we create our short film based on that idea. Eamon, would you like to add to any of that?
I can say one thing, and this film is basically just touches on real life events.
Yeah. That's what we thought as well. We thought that the film kind of had to show what people go through when facing suicide, and
absolutely,
when facing the inevitable death that would take their life. When we filmed our film, we kind of wanted to add as much realism as we could, and for that reason, we kind of wanted to use settings and costumes and props that would be in everyday life. And so we had difficulties finding the setting, first of all, finding the location for our film. But that difficulty kind of changed when finding one of our group members. He said that we could use his apartment or his home. And
big help.
Yeah, it was great help, and the setting was really ideal in the sense that it was it kind of captured all the imagination that the group wanted. It showed what the group looked for, and that was a positive start for us. Well, our film in many ways uses the conventions of a conventional real media product in the sense that we're adding realism to a subject that essentially is it's quite controversial in a way, and it's quite I don't think it's talked about in real in the real sense of kind of getting the idea out and showing everyone what it's like. And we used a variety of different shots that kind of showed the emotion that the character has been going through, such as close-ups and mid shots and long shots. We tried to use a variety of different shots, so to kind of show a professional side of our film.
Number two.
Wait, I still have to. The way it challenges forms, it doesn't really, in a lot of films, such as The Bucket List, where the main characters are diagnosed with a terminal illness. Instead of kind of going and contemplating suicide, they decide that they want to live a happy life the remainder of their days. Whereas our films, the character is kind of contemplating that sudden shock that he gets from being diagnosed, and he decides to end his life. And so there isn't a lot of there's challenges that it challenges the forms of media, but don't think it actually
such as death is inevitable.
Yeah.
Well, I actually learned to take some things on the chin, actually. I mean, we did have some criticisms about a lack of dialogue. However, one thing's for sure is that our film didn't have dialogue for a certain reason. And that was because it was to show that people who suffer from depression often suffer in silence. And therefore, that was the reason why we chose,
I think that's a brilliant point. Also, I think we got a lot of criticism on kind of the type of shots we used, the lack of shots. But considering we only had 2 hours to film our film, considering we didn't have a tripod, and we had the low battery, I thought
very low battery,
quite fine. There was criticism on the type of approach we got to suicide, and the type of some people said that not everyone kills themselves or commits suicide for just because they're being terminated with an illness. But we challenged that and we said there are a lot of people who do suffer from that and decide to end their life on their hand.
Oh no. I think it's better to leave that to you, as you did most of that, didn't you?
Well, you know, we used a range of technologies, obviously mainly centered around the computer. Obviously, a lot of our film kind of centered around the usage of computers. We used a range of programs, you know, such as Photoshop, to create our film poster. I think we wanted to use that program as it was the most professional. You know, it was
oh yeah, certainly,
the most professional, most effective program to use. And you know, we also used, you know, the Microsoft Word. I think that was helpful in the sense that it gave us, you know, just something to write our scripts and get our ideas.
We've been using that program for quite a while, actually.
We were very familiar with it. And we also used, you know, such as PowerPoint. We also used, you know, filming and cameras to get the shots we wanted. Instead of using existing shots on the internet, we wanted to get our main character on the poster and get our main character, you know, by using our, you know, technology we had at our hands. And we also used Adobe After Effects. That was, you know, good for kind of putting videos together and uploading them. So yeah, that was our main usage of technology. I think it was very effective in the sense that, you know, we kind of give a balanced view on those particular subjects.
Oh yeah, most certainly. We altogether, we pretty much got a good team, and we produced some good stuff, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I agree with you on that one. And yeah, I think we kind of split the roles perfectly, you know, in terms of that. You know, we didn't want one person to dominate the whole kind of project.
Every person had a skill.
Every person had a skill, and every person used it effectively. Such as, you know, Yasir, another member of our group, had the skill of drawing. You know, he's an art student, and so we thought for him to capture the imagination and to capture the kind of creativity of the group on paper, we decided that he should do the storyboard, and I think that was the best decision we made. And, you know, other people who could use Photoshop, who had great experience in Photoshop, you know, such as me, I had great experience, and I decided that we could use the poster. Other people who had experience on doing the blog before have had.
She was terrific at it.
She was really good, and, you know, the screenplay as well. You know, everyone helped on the screenplay. Everyone wanted to give something.
It was all a team effort.
Yeah, and you know, the level of research we used was brilliant. I think, you know, we went on BBC websites and saw how, you know, screenplays were written, and using that help and using that kind of
motivated us.
It did motivate us in a way, and I think that was brilliant. I think the fact that all groups contributed to our film was what makes it unique, and what makes our film a truly professional film. Because, you know, in a professional environment, in a film environment, everyone has a task to do, and I think we split that very well. And yeah, that is all for us. We hope you enjoy our film. It's called Requiem, by the way. We want to. The title, not many people got that. Requiem is the Latin word for rest, as in rest in peace. I thought that was a good kind of title for the film, and it showed the whole film, what the meaning of the film.
And it's something different.
Yeah. So, and the reason we didn't want to make it really blatant is because we want people to kind of research it and to get more to know it more than
films is not just for entertainment. I mean, there's messages taken on board. So
we hope you enjoy our film, and we hope we can in the future make a more professional film from the experience that we've got, because I think we've got a great experience from doing this film, in the sense that we thought about a lot of no one's perfect. You know, everyone will make mistakes, and people have to learn from those mistakes. And I think we've definitely learned from those mistakes, and hopefully in the future we'll make better films. See you later.
It's alright.